angels, I hope you're all doing well today. So in today's video we are talking disappointing products. I think this is the third or fourth video I've done like this, so I will make sure to link them up above. I also have a playlist where you can binge watch my disappointing products videos. So I do have a few disappointing products to talk about today, and if you want to see what those are and what I would recommend you pick up instead, just keep watching. Now, before we jump into this video, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button down below. It is completely free, and I'd love to have you as part of our YouTube family. Also, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that bell notification next to the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time I upload. Just as a reminder, I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. But if you want to catch me on the other days, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will leave my usernames up above. They're all JSapproved. It's very easy to find me. I just want to let you know the jewelry I'm wearing today. It's from Ana Luisa. If you missed my video where I first talked about their jewelry, they did kindly gift these to me in December. I've been wearing them constantly. I absolutely love their jewelry. It is such good quality, and they also use recycled materials whenever they can. They are super conscious about being sustainable and friendly to the environment, which we love. I will leave my link for Ana Luisa down below. I do not make a commission if you use that link, but it does really help me out, as I'd love to keep working with them in the future. Okay, the first disappointing product I want to talk about is something you've already seen on my channel, but I want to give you an alternative to this one. So this is the Physicians Formula Dewy Blush Elixir. If you saw my worst products of 2020 video, this was included in it. Now, this color is beautiful. This would be an absolutely beautiful blush, except for the fact that there are weird chunks in it. I don't know if maybe I just got a bad one. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried this. I'm just gonna show you the chunks. Oh yeah, you can totally see that. So look at all those chunks, and when you put it on your face, the chunks just get worse. So I will not be purchasing any more of those. Now, I did want to give you something to try out instead. This is a cream blush from the drugstore. Now, unfortunately, you can only get this in Canada at Shoppers Drug Mart. For my Canadian viewers, this is a fantastic cream blush, and it's super affordable. This is from Quo Beauty. So this is the Shoppers Drug Mart brand here in Canada. I have the shade Pure 59. They have tons of different shades. You get a lot of product in here, and this is pretty affordable as well. The next disappointing product I want to talk about is an overnight mask. Now, I usually love a good hydrating overnight mask. This one is from Derma E. They did send this to me, which I'm very thankful for, but this just did not work for my skin. This is the Ultra Hydrating Overnight Facial. Now, this made my skin so dry and tight when I put it on that I put this on at the end of my skincare routine, and I was hoping it would be super hydrating, but it made my skin very dry and tight. So I do have very dry skin. This did not work for me at all. I won't be using that again, but I did want to give you another alternative. So if you have very dry skin, I think you would love the Origins High Potency Nitamins. I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel. You can find this at Sephora or at Shoppers Drug Mart. I will link it down below. It is on the pricier side. I believe it's about $50, but it will last you quite a while. And when you use this, you will see a difference in the morning. I see such a difference in the hydration of my face and the glow to my skin when I wake up in the morning after using this. Another product I want to talk about is a very new product. This is the Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation. If you do follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you would have seen me talk about this already. I did do a wear test and review with this one. Now, again, I do have dry skin, and of course, powder is not typically recommended for dry skin, but I did want to try it out and just see if maybe it worked. It did not. Spoiler alert, it did not work out for my skin. This made my skin so dry and tight. I wore it for about 4 hours and then ended up taking it off because I hated the way my skin felt. I did use a super hydrating base. I used a primer oil. It still did not work for me. Now, I do have some other powders that I have used that do not make my skin as dry as this one, and I'm going to show you one of them. So this is the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder. I actually found out about this from Jamie Page here on YouTube. This does not make my skin feel super dry. I have the shade Neutral Buff. So this wears beautifully on dry skin, does not make my skin feel dry, tight, and uncomfortable. and this is only $5, whereas the Fenty one is $47. So I would highly recommend you try this one out if you're looking for a powder foundation, especially if you do have dry skin. Okay, next up we're talking about ColourPop. Now, most ColourPop products I absolutely love, but these Jelly Much shadows just do not work for me. They dry out so quickly. At first I thought maybe it was just me and I didn't screw the cap on properly, but then I had a second one and it did the exact same thing. So unless you're going to use these right away, I do not recommend these jelly shadows. Now, the whole point of these is they have that jelly consistency. Now, it may look like jelly right now, but this is completely dried up. As you can see, it's not squishy anymore. So you can still use the Jelly Much shadows after they've kind of dried up, but they do get kind of chunky, and the whole point is that they have that jelly texture. So again, you can still use this. It's going to give you a bit of chunks, but you can blend it out. So that's what that one looks like there. This one is from the Wild Nothing collection. I don't think they're making a lot of these anymore, probably because they've had complaints about them. This is in Mauve Moves. I think that's how you say it. It's a really beautiful champagne color, but I just hate how quickly they dry out. That is really beautiful. So as an alternative to those, something that's even less expensive, these are from AOA Studio. These are the velour eyeshadows and velour highlighters. Now, these have a fantastic formula, and unlike those, they will not dry out. They are a pressed formula, but they're still really, really creamy. So here we have the shade For You. This is actually a highlighter, but you could totally use it as an eyeshadow. And then the shade Cherish as well. I'm just going to swatch these for you and show you how beautiful they are. So creamy and so pigmented. And if you don't know about Shop Miss A, that's where AOA Studio comes from. They have dollar makeup. So these are only $1 or a little over $1 if you live in Canada. So that is what those two shades look like swatched. They are absolutely stunning and will only run you about $1. So I definitely recommend those if you want that super foil pigmented look over the ColourPop Jelly Much shadows. The last product I'm going to talk about today is a hair mask, and it is a very expensive hair mask. This is from Jisoo, and the full size of this hair mask is $82 Canadian. It is very expensive, so I'm really happy I tried the mini before I purchased the full size. This really didn't do anything for my hair. I've tried a lot of hair masks that work much better than this, and I am going to show you one of them that is super affordable. I would not recommend this, at least for my hair. I have super dry and damaged hair, of course, because it is blonde, and this just did nothing for me. Now, what I would recommend you pick up instead is under $10 from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Dream Length Save